Hopefully you made it through the holidays. Now it's time to talk Texas and Arizona State. The college football playoffs are about to resume, and there's a huge matchup in the Peach Bowl. Let's talk about it next. Hey everybody, Brian Davis covering the Texas Longhorns for A to Z Sports. If you are ready for the Peach Bowl, I know everybody else is. I know this is going to be a fantastic way when the CFP finally gets going again we get the quarterfinals, semis, and the national championship game. I really think the playoffs are going to ramp up everyone's excitement here starting on New Year's Day. And Texas has a massive matchup against the Big 12 champion Arizona State Sun Devils. Kenny Dillingham and the job that he's done with his alma mater is frankly incredible. But to me, this game is really simple on paper. It boils down to, quite honestly, in my opinion, one specific matchup. Arizona State running back Cam Skattebo versus the Texas run defense. I think that the Longhorns have plenty of offensive weapons. I think Quinn is going to be able to have a decent game against the Arizona State passing defense. And I think they've got more than enough weapons. So it boils down to Cam Skattebo, the battering ram, versus the Longhorns front seven, in my opinion. I want to talk about some numbers here that I think should get your attention if you're a Texas fan. Look at what Skattebo has done the last 4 games, okay? These are averages, all right? He averaged 2.3 yards per carry against Kansas State. Okay. 5.3 yards per carry versus BYU. Okay. 8.4 yards per carry against rival Arizona. 10.7 yards per carry against Iowa State in the Big 12 title game. If you watched what happened in Arlington, Skattebo literally ran all over Iowa State. It was amazing. 170 yards on only 16 carries. So he is getting better. The last 4 games, he has continually ramped up his production level. And I think that's going to be really, really key because what Texas has done, let's go over what the run defense has done in these last few games. Kentucky, 21 yards allowed. Pretty good. Texas A&M, 98 yards, including a big-time goal line stand. Thank you, Ethan Burke. Georgia, 141 yards on the ground. The Dogs got it done. Trevor Etienne, especially in overtime. It's too soon. Don't talk about that. But Clemson, 76 yards on the ground as Texas controlled the line of scrimmage. Cade Klubnik, low-key, had a better day than anybody really wants to admit. But the run defense played really, really well. And so I think that's going to be the key again this week. If you look on A to Z Sports, you'll see that Sean Alexander, the former Seahawks star, made a special call to Colin Simmons, the National Football Freshman of the Year, the Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year. Fantastic job. Colin Simmons leads the team in sacks, second in tackles for loss. He's a big reason why this defense has done so well, along with Alfred Collins, Vernon Broughton, Anthony Hill, Leonga Lafau, a guy that is one of my favorite up-and-comers on this team. This defense has, and Barron Sorrell on the other side of the defensive front. Longhorns have done a great job up front. They got to do it again in the Peach Bowl to stop Skattebo, who Sark even said himself. He said, "I thought we were going to turn on the tape and just see another Mike Allstott, a big 1990 shoulder pad guy who run around." No, Skattebo does it all. Runs really well, catches the ball out of the backfield. Horns have to know where he is at all times. To me, that is the most important matchup in this game. And if the Horns can keep him contained, I think they have a fairly solid, if I don't want to say easy, but fairly solid day against the Big 12 champs in the Peach Bowl and the college football playoffs quarterfinals. More to come as we ramp up towards New Year's Day. A to Z sports.com/Longhorns. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Really appreciate everyone following along. Got a long way to go. I'm Brian, but that's it for now. I'm Brian. We'll catch you next time.